this centered? Yeah, but
No, I can fix it in post. It's fine.
It's giving me anxiety.
It's fine.
I can't think of anything other than the camera's a little lopsided.
Fix it.
I trust you.
Fix
No,
it.
I trust you.
No. Go fix it.
Oh, sorry, Nora. Okay, well, this is going great. Ah. Perfect. Okay, you unfortunately have to get down.
Hey everybody, we're back. It's March. No, it's February.
It's February. It's almost March.
It's the end of February, and
We have a week left in February.
Life's been busy, work, you know how it is. But we have an update, which is why we're here.
We finally have an update.
We've gathered you around our dining table to tell you something very exciting.
It's what our next thing is going to be. We did the Cotswold Way, and it was incredible. We made the videos. The big question that we had for ourselves, and that a lot of other people kept asking, was what's next? And we had no idea. And it was just, we'll just go with the flow, and if something pops up, then cool. But we're not gonna force anything. We're just gonna give it time, see what happens.
And something popped up.
She's the idea guy. She found the next idea, and it's crazy. It's almost as crazy as flying to England to hike 102 miles. Is that what it was?
Yeah, no, it's way worse. It's
Way worse.
gonna be way harder. We have to really train for this one. Even in training, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it, but let's tell you what it is before we get into everything.
It's called Ragbrai. What the heck is Ragbrai? Ragbrai stands for the Register's Annual Great Bike Ride Across Iowa.
It does?
It is a week-long bike ride, literally just across the state of Iowa, from the west side of Iowa to the east. It's been happening. This will be the 51st year. Goes back to 1973. It was like two dudes from I think it was the Des Moines Register or the Iowa Register newspaper. They advertised it. They had a few hundred people join them. It was great. They did it again the next year, and then by the third year, it turned into Ragbrai, and it was this huge event drawing thousands of people, and more recently now it's tens of thousands of people.
Tens of thousands of people spend 7 days riding across Iowa. So you start in one town, and every stop is a small town that shuts down, and there's food vendors and music, and it's a big party. You spend some time in that town, then you keep biking, hit the next town, keep biking. When you get to the last town of the day, you sleep wherever you can find a spot to sleep.
You camp. But it's you're stopped in areas with like big fields. But I think also some people just end up
in
like
yards,
camping in people's front yards,
and
stuff.
it's okay.
No.
No, well, you have to ask, but like everyone's cool with it, basically.
It doesn't just turn into a free for all.
Yes, it
people
does.
give permission to use like yards and stuff.
Yeah, you should ask, and it's gonna be hard. So if you're like me and you're like, this won't be that bad, Iowa was flat. We were wrong. We booked the whole thing and then saw that it's literally advertised as the hilliest Ragbrai ever.
This year's route.
Year.
And that's an important thing to point out, is that every year they do a different route. Mm-hmm. And I actually just saw a map that laid out all the different Ragbrai routes they've done over the years, and they've covered like the whole state of Iowa. So now this year will be kind of on the southern part of Iowa. And yeah, it's a shorter mileage. I think it's 450 miles
it's
this
around
year?
450. I think it's a little bit more than 450.
Okay.
But every day, you're doing 60 this day, you're doing 80 this day.
Yeah. I mean, even if it was flat, doing that many miles over the span of 7 days is going to kick your butt. But with it also being incredibly hilly, we may have bitten off a bigger chunk for this trip than we even did for the Cotswolds, which is interesting to think about because you were in some pain on that one. We did not prepare, we did not train or do anything for the Cotswolds.
But we are going to train for this because we have to. And there's even, they put out like a training guide. So starting, I think it was last week, everyone should be riding a certain amount to prepare for this 1 week.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do, is every week we're going to hit these miles and even share them with you. We'll do a what did you call it? A road to Ragbrai?
Road to Ragbrai. Now that plan was kind of specifically designed for people like us who are not avid cyclists and who need to like start figuring out, you know, what it's like to ride distances like that. Like the one thing I've learned and read so far, especially for call it novice riders, is that when you get to Ragbrai, your butt and like the chafing that can happen are two of the big killers on that. So we'll be conditioning our bodies, our leg muscles, and also our butts.
And our minds. Because I mean, we did Cotswolds in 9 days, but this is going to be hard. It's going to be hot. It's going to be 90s, possibly 100 degrees.
Yeah, it's in July. It's late July. So, I mean, you're talking dead middle of the summer.
And then you get to where you're going, and it's not like a hotel where you have air conditioning. Like, you're just hot all the time and sweaty.
One thing I read, because they don't announce the route for Ragbrai each year until a couple months in, people will literally just start booking up hotels in like literally every Iowa county, and then once they see the actual route, they'll just start canceling hotel rooms they don't need. So apparently it's for people like us, if you're just now like, oh, I'm gonna go do Ragbrai, it's already too late to find hotels.
Yeah.
So
it's gonna be great.
it'll be interesting.
Couple things I'm worried about. The heat. I'm nervous about the heat. They have ambulances and people there to take you if you need help to the end of the day.
There's a lot of medical, and there's also like those other people, they ride around and will help you with like bike repairs if you need it, if you catch a flat, or also if you're just like, I'm toast, or like you pull a muscle or something like that, they'll load you up and just take you to the end for that day.
The heat, I'm nervous about. Obviously the hills. I guess falling over, because you're riding with 10,000 other people. All the roads are closed, so there's no cars. You don't have to worry about that. I've biked, but I haven't biked 450 miles before. What are you nervous about? Mine's really the heat. That's my number one.
I'm nervous about you dying in the heat. Honestly, my butt. I mean, it wasn't like a fast pace or anything. We did 10 miles. I think I did it in like around 30 minutes or something like that. And when I got up, like I could feel it. My butt was sore. So hopefully we are pretty good about staying on this training plan. So this is very much a zany, spur of the moment kind of decision that we made. But you know, we're signed up.
Yeah, I don't know why we've chosen to accomplish things on vacations, but here we are, going to literally ride our butts off, sweat, possibly pass out from heat exhaustion. This will be hard. This will not be like the Cotswolds. This is gonna be hard.
Yeah.
I mean, that was hard. That was really hard for me. Oh no, hold on.
Yeah.
Wait.
Plenty of time to train. We will be making some videos of that process, what that looks like. Ragbrai's very available to people of all skill levels. There's, you know, guys that are like diehard. You'll have Ironman athletes out there. There's diehard cyclists. There's also the people like us who are just, we know how to ride a bike and we want to go do something cool. There's also people that show up and do this thing on rollerblades and do this thing on like elliptical bikes, which I've never actually seen in person before. People doing them on the low rider, like tricycle kind of bikes where you're sitting down, your feet are out in front of you. So there's electrical bikes, you know, electric bikes that happen. We're not going to do that.
Really, it's about the experience. It's about meeting people. It's about the fun. It's about spending 7 days outside with strangers, sleeping in people's front yards.
Yeah.
Like, that is what we are going for.
It's going to be a huge spectacle, a big festival across Iowa. We'll just happen to be on bikes and really sweaty the whole time. The only leg up we have is that we know how to ride bikes.
Yeah.
So it'll be cool. We got plenty of time to train. We're excited. Hopefully we'll still do some things, go do some cool things between now and then.
We do have things planned between now and then.
But if we don't, do we?
I do.
You do. Where are you going?
Going to Sweden.
That's right.
And then Dallas. And then Utah.
I don't have anything cool coming up until July. So.
And then stay tuned for what we're going to do in the fall. What up, UK?
Not confirmed.
Something's happening.
For the record.
We're going back.
Not confirmed.
We're coming back. It's gonna happen. It's
Again, she's the idea guy. I'm the CFO of this relationship.
You're
here,
the financial officer. I'm the fun officer.
Oh Lord.
Be on the lookout for our Road to Ragbrai week 1 training video. And then our plan is to every week we update how it's going. It'll be fun. We'll see you on the next off day adventure.
Yeah.
Now you say it.
No. Team mascot.